back to the Expo Center. We're about ready for action here in tonight's second game between Pikeville and Pike Central, as this one here will be the final quarter round game, and they will play the winner of this game here. Will play the Floyd Central Jaguars. And Justin, give us some information on Pike Central. As
Pike Central's coming into the game tonight 20-11, shooting 42% from the field, 34% from the three-point line, and 57% from the free throw line. They are led in scoring by Cassidy Mullins with 15 points a game, Kelsey Brenniger with 11 points a game, Bailey Birchfield with 10 points a game, Haley Boyd 5, Chloe Neese 5, Alexis Newsom 5, and once those first two there, or three, you got 15, 11, and 10 kind of by committee after that. They average 53 points a game. So, you know, I look for I watched Pike Central earlier in the year against Floyd Central in the 2A championship game, and it was an absolute battle down there.
Well, you know, they like to play a lot of players. They like to play up and down the floor, and they like to press end to end basically the whole game. So Pikeville's going to have to come out with their best ball handling and take care of the basketball, work it when they get in the front court. Pikeville comes in 24-7 on the season. They're shooting 42.8% from the field, 25.8 from three-point line, and 58.6 from the foul line. And they come in averaging right under 55 points a game, 54.9. They're led in scoring by Kirsten Cole Williamson, averaging 12. Grace Bartley is averaging 10. Kelsey Joe Tackett, 9. Olivia Gearhart, 8. And Leslie Stewart averaging 5 points a game. And Pikeville is on a roll right now. I think they've won 16 out of their last 17 games. And Olivia Gearhart's been hot. She got hot the last 2 or 3 games of the season, had a big district tournament. So she's picked her scoring up, and I think that's helped Pikeville a lot.
Yeah, now's the time to be playing your best game as an individual and as a team both. And one thing I picked up on that you said there, Pikeville's averaging 55 points a game, Pike Central 53, and that's the kind of game I expect, about a 2-point spread here either way.
Yeah, I think that's the way most people's got it figured to be. Of course, Pike Central didn't play their best basketball in the district tournament, as they were upset in the district championship game by a Belfry squad that was under 500. And then they came in last night. Shelby Valley beat them out. So I'm sure Coach Derek Newsom has went over that with his troops, and he'll have them ready to play here tonight.
Yeah. They're going to play hard, that's for sure. And, you know, to your point, you were talking about Pikeville, 16 out of 17. Last game they lost was in the All-A.
Exactly.
And, you know, that was an upset too. So, you know, they've been on a roll, you know, since probably mid-January. And that's how you want to be rolling into tournament time.
Exactly. So we're about ready for the starting lineups, as both teams are at their respective benches, and Coach is going over some final instructions with them. And got a nice crowd on hand here tonight. Had a nice crowd here in the first game, and nothing changed here in the second game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the East Kentucky Expo Center for the girls' 15th Region Basketball Tournament. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. Representing the guests on the scoreboard, the runners-up of the 60th District with a record of 20-11, the Pike County Central Lady Hawks. Starting at guard, 00, Bailey Birchfield. At guard, number 1, Haley Boyd. At forward, number 14, Kelsey Brenninger. At guard, number 23, Alexis Newsom. And at guard, number 25, Cassidy Mullins, the Lady Hawks. Pike County Central is led by head coach Derek Newsom. Representing the home team on the scoreboard, the champions of the 59th District, Coming into tonight with a record of 24-7, the Pikeville Lady Panthers. Starting at forward, number 3, Grace Bartley. At guard, number 12, Kelsey Jo Tackett. At center, number 22, Leslie Stewart. At guard, number 23, Olivia Gearhart. And at forward, number 33, Kristen Cole Williamson. The Lady Panthers. Pikeville is led by head coach Christy Orem.
And that's our starting lineups for tonight's second game between Pikeville and Pike Central. As Pikeville breaks the huddle at the center court, they'll go back to the bench, and we're about ready for the tip of the night's second game. And as we said, the winner of this one will fill out the semifinal bracket Monday night. In the first one, you'll have Johnson Central and Shelby Valley. And in the second game, you will have Floyd Central and the winner of this game here. So it's about to be decided, Justin.
Yeah, this is going to be a good test for both squads here, who can advance, and it should be a great night Monday.
Should be. As we're about ready for the tilt, and it's in the air, and Floyd, Pike Central will come away with the basketball. That's Bailey Birchfield with it in the front court. She has Olivia Gearhart on her, as Pikeville looks like a matchup zone right now, where 2-3 just the front is extended out. Yes.
Yeah, real active out front.
Birchfield with it. Now she comes down the left side, that's over to Boyd. Goes down the right side, number 23 at Newsom with it. Ball on the floor, and we're going to have a foul called. And let's see. The foul called is 23 on Pike Central, Alexis Newsom. Number 23, Newsom, and number 23, Gearhart, was battling for it. I didn't know which 23 is going to call it on. Here's Kelsey Jo Tackett in the front court for Pikeville. Grace Bartley with it. Across the top of the circle over to Gearhart. Olivia brings it top of the circle into the corner. Katie Jo Tackett, no good, but Kelsey Jo Tackett. Got a Katie Jo and a Kelsey Jo, but Bartley gets the rebound, puts it up and in. And they break out on top 2-0.
Yeah, good offensive rebound. Just went and got the ball.
Here's Boyd with it. Gives it Birchfield. Back to Boyd. Birchfield tees up a 3. No good. And battle for the rebound. And the rebound comes off to Brenniger. Pike Central has it over to Newsom now. Newsom drives top of the circle. Now backs it out. Gives it over to Birchfield. Birchfield at the jump circle, goes over to the right side. And going inside with it. Nice pass down in the lane, shot no good. Stewart comes off the rebound for Pikeville. Gearhart quickly into front court. Down in the corner it goes to Bartley, and try to go to Kelsey Jo Tackett under the goal. Pass too high, out of bounds. Turnover Pikeville.
Just a touch high. Good look, though.
Pike Central will have it now, bringing it in front court. That's Birchfield. Goes down the right side to Boyd. Boyd looking for help. And she'll give it over to 25. That's Cassidy Mullins. Mullins now, top of the circle, Brenniger, and she called for the walk.
Yeah, Pike Central needs to settle down a little bit on offense here.
Well, they like to play fast, but sometimes you play too fast.
Yeah, you're going to have to settle down here. It's tournament time and get the nerves out.
Kelsey Jo Tackett with it to Gearhart in the front court for Pikeville. She'll go over to Stewart. That's top of the circle. Down inside to go Kirsten Cole Williamson, and they're going to call the block, looks like, on Haley Boyd. And that's going to be 2 quick fouls on Pike Central.
Yep.
And we've got number 34, that's Chloe Neese, coming in for Pike Central. Kelsey Joe Tackett on the baseline, and she'll bring it in to Stewart. Stewart looks for help, gives it over to Grace Bartley. Bartley now gives it over to Tackett. Tackett on the move, free throw line jumper up, no good, comes off. Rebound to Birchfield. Birchfield into the front court for the Lady Hawks. And she'll take it back. Free throw line, that is Mullins with it, and pass is stolen by Stewart. Another turnover, Pike Central. Tackett with it in the front court for the Lady Panthers, and Cole Williamson puts it on the floor, knocked loose, but Tackett picks it up, gets it over to Bartley, 3 in the air, count it. Grace Bartley, nothing but nylon. And Pike Central wants a quick timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. So 4:52 left here, first quarter, 5-0 Pikeville.
Yeah, they, Pike Central seems a little rattled maybe from the moment right now. I'm sure everybody anticipates a really good game here, and it just a little case of the nerves, a little lid on the basket. Got a couple of unforced turnovers down here, and I'm sure that's why Coach Newsom going to get this timeout and try to settle them down, get a good shot right here.
Well, and not only that it's a tournament, and if you lose, you go home. Just like you said, this is a rivalry game. These two teams, they're not in the same district, but they play each other home and away every year, and it's a battle every time they play.
Yeah, when the draw came out, I'm sure everybody had this game marked as the best game in the first round for sure.
Yes. So Pike Central will have it out of the timeout. As Birchfield gets into the front court, gets it over to Newsom. Birchfield top the circle. Here's the three off the side. No good by Brenniker. Rebound comes off to Bartley. She'll give it over to Tackett for Pikeville.
Not sure if that's what Coach Newsom had called that timeout for.
Most likely not. Here's Tackett, spins down the left side, spins again, loses control, gives it to Stewart. And now Tackett will take it. Gearhart with it on the right side, puts it on the floor to the bucket, down the lane, shot no good, she's fouled. That's one thing that Gearhart will do. She's not a very tall girl on the floor, but she's fearless. She likes to drive it to the bucket.
Yeah. Defensively and offensively, she gets after it. Put the pressure on the defense there and got the call.
So Gearhart will have the free throw, and this one is good. She'll have one more. It is 6-0 as Pike Central, almost 4 minutes into the first quarter, has not scored. And Gearhart's second free throw comes off. Rebound by Brenniker. She'll give it over to Bailey Birchfield. 6-0, 4 minutes left, first quarter. Pikeville with the lead. Neese with it. And in the corner it goes. Driving the baseline, kicks it over to Brenniker. Her shot's no good. She's fouled.
Good pass.
Yes, a nice drive that time on the baseline, drew the defense, and Brenniker goes to the line to shoot two. Clock rests just under 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 3:58 left as Brenniker gets her team on the scoreboard, 6-1.
This is a big free throw here. This will let, Pike Central hasn't got a bucket yet, and they like to press. I mean, This will allow them to get in that pressure defense that they want to get after.
Brenniker's second free throw up, and it's also good. And they're going to drop out of the press.
Wow.
Back into the front court.
That's interesting.
Here's Tackett with it into the front court. She's being guarded by Mullins. Now looking for help. Bartley got a little push in the back. Nothing called. There's Stewart. Tackett, three, good. Off the right side, and the 2 3-point shooters for Pikeville, Bartley and Tackett, now has one each. And here's Brenniker, and her shot's blocked by Cole Williamson. Gives it over to Gearhart. Into the front court on the move. And down the lane, a little floater up and in. Olivia Gearhart with a beautiful little floater off the left side. And it's 11-2 quickly. Here on the other end, shot up, no good. That was Boyd with it. Stewart with the rebound. Gets it over to Gearhart again, and Lady Panthers on the move. Gearhart to the bucket, off the glass, up and good. And it's 13-2, and Pike Central is going to have another timeout. This one's going to be a full 3:01 left, first quarter, 13-2. Pikeville has raced out to an 11-point lead. We'll be right back. This is WPRG TV Sports.
It's taking over. There's no escape. You better get moving. Ready or not, it's about to go down. Here it comes now. Get ready. Get ready. Moving. Ready or not, get ready.
It begins with a click. And no matter where you are, you have countless choices at your fingertips. On the road, on your break, even in your own backyard. A world of entertainment is just a click away. Simply go to imctv.com/watchtve to get started. Intermountain Cable, connecting you to everything that matters.
Welcome back to the Expo Center at 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, and Pikeville has jumped out to a 13-2 lead and just dictating the pace of the game, knocking down shots. And if you're Pike Central, need to settle down here and get a bucket badly.
Well, you know, they've only had a couple good looks at it on the offensive end. Pikeville's defense has been really stingy to come up with some steals and forced some turnovers. As Mullins has it now in the front court for Pike Central. Gets it over to Newsom. Back to Mullins. Down the right side. She drives to the bucket, off the glass, and no good. And rebound is run down, and that's Mullins running it down. Now she takes it down the lane, kicks it over, try to kick it in the corner, and it's stolen by Tackett. And going to give it to Bartley, and going to the bucket, and no good, but she's fouled.
Everything going Pikeville's way right now.
Well, Pikeville, as quick as they get a rebound or a turnover, they're leaking out two players, and they're pushing it up the floor.
Yeah, Gearhart's done a good job. They've not stopped her, and she's pushed the ball and got 2 buckets. And here you're getting 2 free throws.
And that's Bartley knocking the first free throw down.
And, you know, you knock down 2 3-pointers on top of that, and, I mean, it's just, it's
that's
a
a tough way to go.
Yes, it is.
For the Lady Hawks, as Bartley makes them both. It's 15-2. 2:25 left in the first quarter. Birchfield with it into the front court. She's working. Now she'll give it over to Mullins. They run a little weave out on top. Birchfield takes it back down the lane with it. She's cut off, looking for help. Brenniker, and her shot's no good. Rebound comes off to Pikeville, and Cole Williamson not able to control the pass as it goes out of bounds. It'll go back over to Pike Central, and number 2, Trinity Rowe, into the ball game for Pikeville.
You know, a little mustard off that pass, and they've got another layup there.
Well, a little more arc on it.
Yeah, and they're shooting another layup.
Pike Central with it in the front court. That's Mullins with it. Gives it over to Newsom. Newsom top of the circle, comes over to the side. Neese back into the game. And there's to Newsom. Newsom takes it top of the circle, 3 in the air, bounces no good, and Stewart comes off with the rebound. That was Mullins missing the 3, and the Lady Panthers is controlling the boards on both ends.
Yeah, this is about as good a start as you can ask for if you're Pikeville.
It's 15-2. Here's Gearhart kicking it over to Stewart. Comes back out on top to Tackett down the lane, 12-footer in the lane, up and good, and Pikeville 17-2 as they're running away with this one quickly.
Yeah, they're hitting on all cylinders.
Mullins with it in the front court. Newsom for Pike Central. Kicks it back to Mullins, top of the circle, round to Neese. She puts it on the floor, down the lane, a little hook shot, no good. Tackett with the rebound. And we got a whistle and had a fast break going, but Bartley was about to lose a shoe, and they stopped the action. Usually don't see them stop that.
No, not when you've got the ball.
Right.
You know. And now he's in the full court pressure now.
So
they need some turnovers.
Stewart will step out of bounds for Pikeville, and she'll get it into Bartley. And back to Stewart. Now they give it up to Gearhart, breaks the press, and they got a 2-on-2. Gearhart down the lane. Floater, no good. And rebound comes off the knees. Brenniker with it on the other way and stolen from behind by Rowe. Rowe on the move now into the front court. Gives it over to Tackett. Stop, 3 in the air. No good. And battle for the rebound. Gearhart is going to be fouled. And that's going to be over the back by Mullins. Beautiful.
Yeah. Good hustle.
Position that time for Gearhart.
Yeah, she stuck her nose right in there and got it.
And she's asking for some rest. I seen her look over the bench and say, I need a break. She's played her heart out so far.
Good time, too. 34 seconds. Get her that extra breath here.
Get the answer, exactly. And the pass comes in to Stewart. Yeah. And she's fouled as Nice reaches in, smacks her on the arm.
Yeah, that's
unnecessary. And that's already 6 team fouls for Pike Central. Only 1 for Pikeville. We've got 33 seconds left first quarter.
Yeah, that's a silly foul with 30 seconds to go.
Well, and you know, that hurts you if you want to do the pressure. Wide open, Cole Williamson, and she's fouled. She'll shoot 2, and that's 17 fouls. And as I was saying for that is a deterrent for you to actually put the full court pressure on, because if you're already over the limit, and every time you get a foul, you're going to put the other team at the line.
Yeah, every time you gamble, anytime you want to take a chance, it may cost you 2 points.
Cole Williamson misses the free throw. And number 1, Haley Boyd, back in the lineup for Pike Central. And also number 1, Emma Ratliff in the lineup for Pikeville. Cole Williamson makes the second free throw. It's 18-2, 29 seconds left. And here's Birchfield driving, tries to go inside, another turnover.
Yeah, she just threw it right to her.
And Cole Williamson gets it over to the row. Got plenty of time, 15 seconds.
Good look.
Goes in the corner, Bartley 3, nothing but nylon, and Bartley's dialed in.
Yes, what a pass too. Good look.
21-2, 19-point lead for Pikeville, and here at the buzzer, 3 for Pike Central knocks it down, Cassidy Mullins. So at the end of 1, it's 21-5. Pikeville over Pike Central. We'll send it back to the station. Be back for second quarter action. It's WPRG TV Sports.
Today's households are using more connected devices than ever before. TVs are streaming, smartphones are browsing, security cameras are watching, and virtual assistants are, well, assisting.
You'll need an umbrella today.
As you add more devices, we are constantly improving our technology to deliver the fastest and most reliable internet to your home. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get Intermountain Cable high-speed internet with speeds up to 500 meg. Call 1-800-635-7052 today.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
Welcome back to the Expo. Getting ready to start the second quarter. Pikeville leads Pike Central 21-5. Pike Central got a big 3 there at the end of the first quarter to muster a little bit of points on the board. You know, they're going to have to score a lot of points because Pikeville's dialed in offensively. They're hitting on all cylinders. They're sharing the ball and knocking down threes, pushing the ball, anything they want.
And playing a good defensive game.
Yes, yeah. Yeah,
we'll see. Be interesting to see the stats when we get to how many turnovers they forced in that first quarter. Lady Panthers will have it start the second quarter, tack it with it, and she gives it over to Stewart. Cole Williamson at the top of the circle looking for help. Now she just stands there and holds it, and here's Tackett walked as she looked at a 3, and the defense come out on her and caused her to shuffle her feet.
Yeah, I think she wanted to pull that 3. They've been knocking them down.
Right.
Like to see her just pull it and not think about it.
Birchfield now with it for Pike Central into the front court. Cross court it comes, that's Newsom. Down, drive the baseline, Brenniker, and her pass is stolen as Tackett has it over to Gearhart. Gearhart on the move into the front court. Still to the move to the bucket and kicks it off to Cole Williamson. Might have shot that one.
Definitely should have shot that one.
And Pike Central comes up with it.
Yeah, she's done a good job. They're not stopping the ball. She's getting where she wants to.
Newsom with it. And now here is Birchfield top of the circle. Pass is tipped, picked up by Brenniker, and she shoots an air ball, and Cole Williamson shields them away from it. And well, they're saying that Pike will tipped it. Cole Williamson could have reached out and, got that, and she thought that it was off Pike Central. And here's a free throw line jumper up. No good. Rebound comes off to Grace Bartley. She's out in front. 1-on-1 and dribbles it off her foot.
Yeah, 1-on-4 there, but I think she probably could have got to the goal, though, I think, if she wouldn't have dribbled it off of her foot there.
6 turnovers for Pike Central in the first quarter.
Yeah, that hurts. And 1 for 10 from the field.
That hurts worse.
Yes, way worse.
And here's a little floater in the lane by Cassidy Mullins.
And she's going to have to get going.
21-7. 6:30 left here in the first half as Stewart brings it into the front court. Gives it over to Gearhart. Gearhart, as Pike Central's picking up the pressure, she squeezes by on the baseline, shot up, no good. And Cole Williamson can't come up to the rebound. Haley Boyd with it on the move and goes up against Stewart and called for the walk. Stewart was a good defense that time. She just stood there and waited for it.
Yeah, that was good defense, and it just went right back at her, and I think she was shocked it kind of came back in her lap there.
Exactly. As Pikeville will have it, they'll have to bring it the length of the floor as the ball's retrieved over here on the side. 6:15 left first half. It's 21-7. Pikeville hasn't scored here in the second quarter. Had the hot first quarter. Here's Cole Williamson with it into the front court. Now she'll hold it up and bounces it. Bartley breaks to the bucket, and she's fouled. Birchfield.
Good pass.
And that's 18 fouls. Of course, this one will be a 2-shot foul. Bartley with 10 in that first quarter.
Yeah,
She'll get a chance to add to that. And misses the free throw.
Yeah, she was dialed in, her and Tackett both.
6:05 left here first half. Pikeville by 14 right now, 21-7, make it 22-7 as Bartley rolls the free throw in off the front of the rim. Birchfield for Pike Central into the front court. Gives it off to Boyd. Now Mullins with it. And here's a drive, Newsom. Weave at the top of the circle, look for it, and 3 off the side, up and good. Haley Boyd, and Pike Central's coming out and working some pretty good offense here in this second quarter.
Yeah, for as bad as they were down.
And here's a steal, and shot put up and in, Haley Boyd. And they've got it back down to 10. Gearhart with it now.
Yeah,
she puts it on the floor, and she'll bring it into the front court. And tries to get it to Cole Williamson. She digs it out, puts it up, no good. Gearhart comes off the rebound, and she's fouled.
She fell down, got back up, got in there, and got it.
Well, I tell you what, she's working hard.
She is. And like you said earlier, that that little foul there turns into an opportunity to get some points at the free throw line.
And that's 9. This will be the 1-on-1, but that's 9 team fouls, so it'll be 2 shots for the remainder of the half, and that's 5:21. That's a long time.
That's huge.
Gearhart's free throw, nothing but nylon.
And I don't think Pike Central's got a really deep bench. I mean, I'm sure,
Right.
Sure
Gearhart now with 6 points. She'll have one more. And this one's also good. 24-12. 12-point lead for Pikeville. Pike Central will have it. Birchfield into the front court. Down the left side, hands it off to Newsom. And here's Birchfield on the baseline, and her shot's blocked out of bounds by Tackett. And it'll stay with the Lady Hawks.
Good defense.
Pike Central crowd setting. I think they're a little stunned right now. Not much noise coming off that side right now. And here the ball comes in to Boyd down the lane, shot up, no good. Rebound, Kirsten Cole Williamson. And Gearhart with the pass and knocked out of bounds, no foul. It'll stay with Pikeville.
That must have been a clean headshot there. That was a wow.
They might not be no more fouls. They don't call that, right?
No, that was, I thought that
Pretty
was
good
pretty
shot.
obvious there, yeah.
Yes, here's Trinity Rowe with it for Pikeville. And she'll come over to Gerhardt on the right side. She reverses, gives it over to Cole Williamson. All the way across court it goes to Gerhardt.
Good cut.
Back inside, Bartley up, no good, she's fouled.
Good cut.
Beautiful.
Good pass.
And let's see who that foul is going to be on for Pike Central. That's number 14, that's Brenniger, her first. That's 10 team fouls. This will be 2 shots, and the rest of them will be 2 shots. So Pikeville can make some
major headway.
Make some headway here at the free throw line as Bartley knocks down the first free throw. And the second one comes up short. It's 25-12. 4:35 left first half. Pike Central with it into the front court. Here's a drive to the bucket, the cut off Mullins, and throws it cross court. Aaron pass that Newsom rescues. Brenniker, she's cut off on the drive to the bucket. Now here's Haley Boyd, gives it over to Birchfield, drive the baseline, no good, but it's fouled before the shot. And to get the old mock cheer from Pike Central side as they call a foul on Pikeville. It's only their second.
You know, it's a big discrepancy, and you think about that, but now I think it's been a very, been a good called game.
It's
I think,
been well officiated, you're right. And here's the drive, breaks free on the baseline, no good. Brenniker with the rebound, missed it point blank. Stewart comes off the rebound. Here's Tackett on the move down the left side, spins, loses the basketball, picks it back up, gets it over to Gerhardt. Crowd wanting a double dribble, but the ball was tipped, and here's Tackett, and
I don't think she had
knocked out of
control
bounds.
That's a good no call.
And it'll stay with Pikeville. 3:54 left. It's 25-12. Pikeville with the big lead. Stewart with it. Gives it over to Bartley. Down the right side it comes to Tackett. Back over to Rose. She'll bounce the floor now. Now gets her offense set up. And she goes to Stewart. Free throw line. Back over to Tackett. 3 in the air. Count it. Gets to Joe Tackett.
Yeah, Tackett and Bartley are, they're just deadly out there.
And how many times you see 2 left-handed girls on the same team that can shoot the 3 like that?
And can absolutely shoot it.
And there's Boyd fumbles the ball, but then lets it fall to the floor and picks it up. Now she's looking for some help. Gets it over to Mullins on the drive, and Stewart just blocks that one, takes it out of the air, gives it over to Tackett into the front court. Tackett stops, and ball knocked loose from behind. Off her leg, good call, out of bounds. It'll go to Pike Central.
Yeah, I think she was going cross court to Bartley because she was wide open, and I would have to imagine she was going to make it the way they've shot, too.
And Cole Williamson back into the ball game for Kelsey Joe Tackett.
Get her a little breather here.
28-12, 3:03 left first half. Pikeville with the lead. Bailey Birchfield with it into the front court for the Lady Hawks. And she'll work. Nice back screen. And Brenniker open, 6-foot baseline jumper up to good. Nice set play that time. Set the back screen down on the baseline and got her open.
Yeah, and good pass. Mullins kicks it out there instead of just going at them.
And here's Rowe with it in front court for the Lady Panthers. She's being guarded by Boyd. Down to the left side to the bucket, and her shot's blocked, hit it out of bounds. It'll stay with Pikeville.
I think they're trying to say it maybe come down on her when she went out of bounds. It landed on her.
And now they're going to, official steps in and said I had a better look at it. It was off Pikeville, so Pike Central will have it.
Good officiating. That's twice we've seen that tonight, and that's what you want to see is the right call.
Well, that's the reason those officials are here. You're supposed to get the best. Here's the shot. No good. Rolls off. That's Mullins. And Cole Williamson with it for Pikeville. Into the front court it comes. That's Rowe with it. Trinity Rowe. She'll go to Stewart, top the circle. She's double teamed. Gives it back over to Bartley. It's a Rowe down in the corner. Puts it on the floor. Baseline drive. Tries to kick it to Williamson, and it's picked off. Brenniker on the move, 1-on-3, and good defense from behind as Gerhardt reaches in, back tips it out of bounds, He had to stay with Pike Central, but might have saved a bucket.
Yeah, I think that was going to be a layup. That's good hands.
We got Kelsey Joe Tackett back in the lineup for Pikeville and Alexis Newsom back in for Pike Central. Haley Boyd steps out of bounds, looking to pass it in. Still looking. And 5-second call.
Yep.
Couldn't get it in. Good defense by the Panthers. Clock rests with 1:52 left, first half. Right now, Pikeville has Pike Central double up. It's 28-14.
It's a big 2 minutes for both sides here.
And nice pass, Bartley. She goes in, puts it up. No call as has a block. And on the other end, Pike Central with it. Here in the lane and losing the pass is Mullins. Goes back to Pikeville. Bartley again up front. And let's see who they got. Looked like it might be off Bartley.
Yeah, I
and
think
it
she
is.
saved it in. Yeah,
so
good hustle.
Pikeville getting a little loose with possession on the basketball right now. And Bartley go out. She looked like she might be a little winded.
Yeah, she's played. I think that's her first time being out. And she's played. She's shot the ball well and she's hustled. It's a big possession. If you can, you're 14. If you can get a couple buckets here if you're Pike Central, and maybe get it to 10 before the half.
Pike Central's outplayed them here, outscored them at 9-7 here in this second quarter. Pike Central working it. They go into Brenniker, top of the circle, Birchfield, 3, count it.
It's a big one.
28-17. Pikeville's lead down to 11. Stewart gets it in to Gerhardt, takes it down. Nice pass over to Cole. She misses it. Rebound comes off Brenniker on the move. And now she'll hold it up, kicks it back out. And here's Birchfield, 3, top of the circle, no good. Rebound comes off the Tackett, gives it up the row, and she's going to take it to the bucket. It's going to be blocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Pikeville.
Yeah, they've sped them up a little bit here, and they've kind of got the pace they want here in the second quarter, and Pikeville struggled with it a little bit. Like I said, got a little loose with the ball here.
Exactly. Well, they had 21 points in the first quarter. They've only put 7 up here in this second quarter.
Yeah, you think it was 21-2 there at one time, 19-point lead.
You're right. That's been their largest. Here's Gerhardt with it, top of the circle, puts it on the floor. It's cut off on the drive, reverses, goes down the lane, shot up, no good. Rebound comes off to Brenniker. And Brenniker gives it over to Mullins into the front court. And Pike Central slows it up now, get their offense set up.
Hold for one. It'll be
going to hold it for one, you're right.
Shot.
20 seconds. They hit a three-pointer at the end of the first quarter.
Yes, yep. Yeah, one would three-pointer would be huge now.
Here's 10 seconds. Comes Cross, 3 in the air. No good off the front of the rim. Rowe has it. She's got a chance.
Yeah.
And not going to get it off as she's called for the walk. 4/10 of a second left. So you can only tap it.
Yeah.
Be an old catch and shoot.
Like to see her Rowe just go ahead and shoot that. Maybe put the pressure on the official maybe and get a call. They're in the double bonus.
Exactly.
Only 2 team fouls for Pikeville in the first half.
And Pikeville didn't really take advantage of that double bonus. Here's a long pass, and Stewart's going to intercept it. And at the half, it's 28-17. Pikeville with the 11-point lead. We'll send it back to the station and be back shortly with some first half stats and halftime comments. This is WPRG TV Sports.
It's taking over. There's no escape. You better get moving. Ready or not, it's about to go down. Here it comes now. Get ready. Get ready. Moving. Ready or not, get ready.
Today's households are using more connected devices than ever before. TVs are streaming, smartphones are browsing, security cameras are watching, and virtual assistants are, well, assisting.
You'll need an umbrella today.
As you add more devices, we are constantly improving our technology to deliver the fastest and most reliable internet to your home. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get Intermountain Cable high-speed internet with speeds up to 500 meg. Call 1-800-635-7052 today.
Whether you're looking for a new garage door or just need repairs, Overhead Door stands for excellence. With a complete line of garage doors and openers, plus expert service you can trust. Beautifully designed, beautifully crafted, trusted for more than 90 years. Always look for the Overhead Door logo to be sure you're getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door.
It begins with a click. And no matter where you are, you have countless choices at your fingertips. On the road, on your break, even in your own backyard. A world of entertainment is just a click away. Simply go to imctv.com/watchtve to get started. Intermountain Cable, connecting you to everything that matters.
Hey, it's Craig Dammer Furniture Tax Refund Sale going on right now.
Get this 3-piece only $94 a month, plus up to a 50-inch TV for free. It's the tax refund sale at Craig Dammer Furniture in downtown Pikeville.
Charlotte's Tax Service offers electronic filing, refunds paid on debit cards, or checks printed in the office. No cost up front for tax preparation. At Charlotte's Tax Service in Martin, your income tax preparation is provided by experienced, competent preparers who are registered with the U.S. Internal Revenue Service. Our office is open year-round to assist you with your tax and accounting needs. Call Charlotte's Tax Service at 606-285-9906 today. Charlotte's Tax Service and Accounting, Martin, Kentucky.
Here's Tim Wells, General Manager, Man Toyota. Tim, once again, we're in a new year. You got some new cars and some new incentives.
We sure do, Randy. Toyota's starting the year out strong. They have great rebates on all their vehicles and great rates on the Tundra, the Sienna, the Corolla, the Yaris, 0%. Even on the RAV4, 0% interest.
Man, what a deal.
You're gonna drive away saying, man, what a deal.
Man Toyota, US 23, Prestonsburg.
Hey, it's Craig Dammer Furniture Tax Refund Sale going on right now.
Buy this all-power 3-piece catnapper for only $94 a month, plus up to a 50-inch TV for free. It's the tax refund sale at Craig Dammer Furniture in downtown Pikeville.
Let me introduce you to a pharmacy that doesn't need an introduction. See, Total Pharmacy Care might be new to you, but we've been in Eastern Kentucky since 1995. Filling prescriptions is all we do, so we get to know you and we answer your questions. Plus, you're in and out quick. And Total Pharmacy Care is locally owned and operated. So if Total Pharmacy Care is new to you, bring your prescriptions to one of our locations and meet an old friend. Total Pharmacy Care. It's not just a name, it's a promise.
Welcome back to the Expo Center. We're at the half of the night's second game between Pikeville and Pike Central. It's 28-17. The Lady Panthers of Pikeville holding the lead, and we'll go over some first half stats, Justin.
Pike Central really balanced scoring in the first half. Bailey Birchfield with 3, Haley Boyd with 5, Kelsey Brenniger with 4, and Cassidy Mullins with 5 for the total 17 points. Missed a lot of easy shots, had 11 turnovers, 18 rebounds, and 3 blocks and 3 steals. Shot 23% from the field in the first half, and that's not going to get it done.
Right.
For Pikeville, basically 3 players handled the scoring load for them. You had Grace Bartley with 12, Kelsey Jo Tackett with 8, Livia Gearhart with 7, and Cole Williamson with 1, and they had 10 turnovers in their own right and 5 blocks and 8 steals. And they shot 40% from the field and 66% from the three-point line. So shot the ball well, but they kind of changed their tune there in the second quarter, Pike Central did, and kind of got them out of the game. That worked really well for them in the first quarter.
Well, surprising, too, Justin, looking at the stats, Pike Central with 6 more shots than Pikeville. Pikeville only had 20 field goal attempts, and Pike Central 26. And I was trying to figure out where those were coming from, because Pikeville out-rebounded them by 6. And on the offensive rebounds, it was 6-5. One extra offensive rebound for Pike Central. And turnovers, Pike Central had it one more time. So
yeah, that's
hard to figure out where those extra shots come from.
That's a head scratcher.
Yeah. Pike Central 4 of 6. Pikeville 4 of 6 from 3-point line. and Bartley is 2 of 2, Tackett 2 of 4.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's, you know, they look. I don't even think they hit the rim when they shot them. And you know, one stat I was looking at here, Pikeville had 8 turnovers in the second quarter, and that's a tough one if you're Pikeville to turn it over 8 times in one quarter, and that really opened the door for Pike Central to get back in this game because Pikeville, I think, had their foot on the pedal. They just didn't push it all the way down.
Well, they did. They had their foot on their throat. I mean, they was up 19 with 11 seconds go in the first quarter, and then I think that was Birchfield hit the big 3 right at the buzzer. And they took that momentum and carried it over into the second quarter. And like you said, they outscored Pikeville 12-7 in the second quarter. So that's something that Coach Derek Newsom can go in and build on. In the
and they're going to get the ball
at the half.
Yeah, they're going to get the ball here. So, you know, they got a good chance to get it into single digits. First possession of the second half.
Pikeville 7-2 on fast break points, 12-9 on points off turnover, 8-4 Pikeville points in the paint, and 8-0 second chance
That's
points.
Big. That's big.
That could be the difference in the shots that we was looking at because Pike Central with 6 offensive rebounds never scored off of any of those.
Yes.
Pikeville had 5 offensive rebounds, scored 8 points off of them. So that's a big stat right there.
It is. And
also assists. Both teams are distributing the basketball well.
Yeah.
Pikeville 5 assists on 8 made field goals. Pike Central 5 assists on 6 made field goals.
Yeah, that's what you like to see, and that's multiple threats out there on the floor. You know, you can't. One person's not going to take it, and all these three-pointers that Bartley and Tackett took were off the pass. They didn't have to take a dribble, and they were just spotted up and, you know, knock down shots if you're Pike Central, and you're right back in this game.
Exactly.
Easy.
So we're at the half. It's 28-17, Pikeville over Pike Central. We're going to send it back to the station and be back shortly for the start of the second half. This is high school basketball on WXLR 104.9.
You're on the move every day. You're mobile, and so is Community Trust Bank. Now, you've got one-touch access to your accounts. No need to remember or update passwords. Make a deposit with a click, not a pen. No deposit slip and no line. And get that morning cup of joe without the hassle, without the wait. Community Trust Bank is dedicated to making your banking experience secure, fast, and easy. Don't wait. Go mobile with Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust.
What business are you in? Building, growing, life-changing. Let us introduce ourselves. We're in the speed business. No, not that speed. 500 megabits per second speed. Enough speed for this, and this. Speed that delivers orders, big orders. Change your tax bracket orders. Ready for takeoff? Let's do some business. Get 500 meg cable internet from IMC Business Broadband for as low as $239 a month. Bundle with business telephone and save even more.
It's taking over. There's no escape. You better get moving. Ready or not. It's about to go down. Here it comes now. Get ready. Get ready. Moving. Ready or not. Get ready.
Let me introduce you to a pharmacy that doesn't need an introduction. See, Total Pharmacy Care might be new to you, but we've been in Eastern Kentucky since 1995. Filling prescriptions is all we do, so we get to know you and we answer your questions. Plus, you're in and out quick. And Total Pharmacy Care is locally owned and operated. So if Total Pharmacy Care is new to you, bring your prescriptions to one of our locations and meet an old friend. Total Pharmacy Care. It's not just a name, it's a promise.
Hey, it's Craig Dammer Furniture Tax Refund Sale going on right now.
Get this 3-piece only $94 a month, plus up to a 50-inch TV for free. It's the tax refund sale at Craig Dammer Furniture in downtown Pikeville.
Business Internet just reached the tipping point. Tip your hat to the information age. Get a gig for business and upload robust files, complex videos, and compound reports at the same time, in real time, while saving time. for DISA and data. Get a gig. Got it? Now get going. Get up to 1 gig business cable internet from IMC. Bundle with business telephone and save even more. Call us today.
Hey, it's Craig Diamond Furniture tax refund sale going on right now.
Buy this all-power 3-piece catnapper for only $94 a month, plus up to a 50-inch TV for free. It's the tax refund sale at Craig Diamond Furniture in downtown Pikeville.
Charlotte's Tax Service offers electronic filing, refunds paid on debit cards, or checks printed in the office. No cost up front for tax preparation. At Charlotte's Tax Service in Martin, your income tax preparation is provided by experienced, competent preparers who are registered with the U.S. Internal Revenue Service. Our office is open year-round to assist you with your tax and accounting needs. Call Charlotte's Tax Service at 606-285-9906 today. Charlotte's Tax Service and Accounting, Martin, Kentucky.
It begins with a click. And no matter where you are, you have countless choices at your fingertips. On the road, on your break, even in your own backyard. A world of entertainment is just a click away. Simply go to imctv.com/watchtve to get started. Intermountain Cable, connecting you to everything that matters.
What happens when you combine the region's best network with a plan that requires no money down on the phone you choose, but also allows you to upgrade to the latest and greatest phone quicker? You get the Appalachian Advantage. Get any device for $0 down and upgrade your smartphone once half your device payments are made. With a qualifying trade-in, choose a device payment plan, 6, 12, 18, 24, or 36 months. We'll leave that decision to you. Just another way Appalachian Wireless proves better service and bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless. Phone payment plan required. See store for details. Advantage requires no money down. Taxes due at time of sale.
Here's Tim Wells, General Manager, Man Toyota. Tim, once again, we're in a new year. You got some new cars and some new incentives.
We sure do, Randy. Toyota's starting the year out strong. They have great rebates on all their vehicles and great rates on the Tundra, the Sienna, the Corolla, the Yaris, 0%. Even on the RAV4, 0% interest.
Man, what a deal.
You're gonna drive away saying, man, what a deal.
Man Toyota, US 23, Prestonsburg.
Welcome back to the Expo Center. We got just a little over a minute before the start of the second half. Pikeville's leading Pike Central 28-17. And, you know, where Pike Central goes on a little run there in the second quarter to kind of make this game a little more interesting than it could have been, Larry.
Well, they outscored Pikeville 12-7. I thought the big thing for Pikeville was the turnovers in the second quarter, and they got Pike Central in the double bonus with 5:21 left.
Huge.
And they only shot, I think, maybe 4 free throws, maybe 2 from their own. They didn't attack the bucket like I thought they should, try to get some points at the foul line.
Yeah, they were 8 for 12 from the free throw line too, so that would have been a good opportunity for them to kind of capitalize, get a little bit more room.
Exactly.
And, you know, Pike Central gets the ball out of the half here, and they can get it to single digits if they run. You know, I'm sure Coach Newsom's got a good play that he's ready to run.
And that's been a long time back since they had it in single digits.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Because it was 21-2 at one time in the with 11 seconds, I think it was. Yes, 11 seconds ago in the first quarter, it was 21-2, and then Birchfield hit that three-pointer right at the buzzer and made it 21-5 at the end of the first quarter. And like you said, Pike Central will have it coming out of the timeout. They're on the floor ready to go.
Let's see what adjustments are made here.
Looks like starting lineup back on the floor for Pike Central. And starting lineup also back on the floor for Pikeville. Birchfield will trigger it in as we're about ready to go. And she'll get it in. That's Mullins with it. Mullins over to Newsom, back to Birchfield. Birchfield looks all the way across court to Newsom. Brenniker in the middle, down the lane, back out on top to Birchfield. She drives the lane, shot up, no good. Battle for the rebound, and who they got? It's going to stay with Pike Central, yes. I think the Pike Central player knocked it off of the Pikeville's player out of bounds. They was battling for it over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she got caught in there and threw it off the...
There's Birchfield, brings it in. And that's Boyd with it. Now she trying to go up against Stewart. Stewart's playing some good defense on her, staying right with her.
Yeah, good defense.
And there's Birchfield, and Gerhardt nearly gets it, dives in and ties it up. It's going to go to Pike Central.
Good hustle.
Great defense that time by Olivia Gerhardt.
Yeah, and selling out, dive on the floor, get the ball.
Well, she come around behind her and knocked it loose and then dived in and tied it up. So good play. And here's Bartley breaking free, going end to end, and good defense that time by Pike Central, and then
gave it right back.
What'd she do, double dribble?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know either.
Oh, no, they're going to call a foul on Cole Williamson.
Ooh. Well, yeah, I don't, I'm not sure what happened.
Well, I thought she just reached in and took the dribble away from her, but they said she got across the arm, called a foul on her.
Wow.
So Pike Central has it on the other end. That's Mullins with it. Gets it over to Birchfield. Mullins to Newsom. Inside to go to Brenniker. And she works against Stewart. No good. Good defense by Stewart. Kirsten Cole Williamson gets the rebound, gets it over to Tackett. Breaking out in front. Cole Williamson. Nice catch. Oh, and missed it. That rolled off the rim. And now they're going to call the foul, this time on Gerhardt, trying to get the rebound. Pass was just a little bit too far, and
just a hair.
Cole Williamson had to reach back over her head to try to get that one off the board and just couldn't get the right English on it.
Yeah, and that's, 2 times early here in the third quarter that they've got a breakout, but they've not converted on either.
Well, Pike Central hustling back both times, and here is a kicked ball down over in the corner. Pike Central will keep it. 6:42 left, third quarter. Nobody scored. It's still 28-17. And here's Boyd with it. She'll get it over. That's Mullins. And Mullins to Brenniker. Brenniker out on top now. And Newsom loses it, picks it up. Gets it to Boyd. Brenniker down the side. 3 in the air. No good. That was Mullins with it. Rebound comes off to Cole Williamson. Gerhardt with it into the front court. Now they give it over to Tackett. Newsom guarding Tackett down the left side, takes her to the bucket, stops, 8-footer, no good, foul called. Whistles are happy here in this second
it's
half
been a lot,
so far.
We're not even 2 minutes in, that's our third foul already.
Right. And Kelsey Joe Tackett will go to the free throw line. First one up and good. 29-17, that's first points by either team here in this third quarter. And this one's up and also good. Pikeville really making some good headway at the free throw line. They shot 12 in the first half, 2 already here in this third quarter. Here's a long 3 up, good as Birchfield knocks it down from the top of the circle. And it's at 10, 30-20. Tackett with it. Gets it over to Cole Williamson into front court. She's double teamed now, looking for some help. And throws it down in the corner, throws it away.
Yep, that's what we were talking about. That was kind of the story of the second quarter there. That pressure defense, and they had 8 turnovers in the second quarter, and I think that might be their first, but definitely going to have to settle down and handle that pressure. Got a chance to get it under in single digits here.
Cole Williamson goes out. They bring another guard in as they bring Trinity Rowe in. It's a little more ball handling. And here's Pike Central with it in the lane, shot no good. Rebound by Bartley. It's not loose from her. It goes to a jump ball, and that'll stay with Pike Central.
Yeah, Pike Central looks to be real aggressive here to start the second
they
half.
have picked up the aggression more, and it started back in the second quarter, actually.
Yeah.
A little bit shell-shocked at the end of that first quarter, but Coach Newsom was able to settle them down, and they've actually outscored Pikeville since then.
Yeah.
Pike Central with it. This is Mullins with it. Down in the corner it goes to Brenniker. Back out on top. Here's Boyd. Drives down the left side. Cut off by Bartley. Reverses. Now they go in the corner to Newsom. Brenniker free throw line. Puts it on the floor. Down the lane. Left-handed shot up. No good. Again, Stewart. Partial block on that one. They'll give it over to Rowe into the front court. And now she'll back it out. Good decision. Gerhardt with it. Stewart. Tackett, 3, no good. Bartley with the rebound. Goes to the bucket, and
we called the charge.
Called the charge.
Wow. I don't know about that one.
Couple questionable calls.
Yeah. Well, somebody may have talked to him about that foul count in the first half. It was 10-2. Now it's back swinging the other direction.
It is. 3-1 now against Pikeville, as Pike Central will have it. They trail by 10, 30-20, 4:40 to go here. Shot blocked by Stewart and knocked out of bounds by Pikeville, they said. It'll stay with Pike Central.
Stewart, great defense in the middle. She just goes straight up, and it's tough to get a shot over.
Well, she had 4 blocks in the first half,
Yeah,
and
she's got a
already
couple,
2
yeah.
or 3 already here in this quarter. And if they get it in, Brenniger with it. Now she's looking for help. Gives it over to Birchfield. Birchfield being guarded by Gerhardt. Now Gerhardt switches off on to Mullins and try to go to Birchfield, and it's knocked out of bounds by Bartley. It'll stay with Pike Central. Pike Central picking up the defensive intensity now.
Yes.
Birchfield steps out of bounds. 4:20 left here in this third quarter. Here's Brenniker, free throw line, no good. And battle for the rebound, and we're going to have a held ball. It'll go to Pikeville. Most of the players on the floor, they didn't act like they knew the ball was in. They were just standing there looking around.
Yeah, she got a wide open 15-footer too. I don't know if anybody even knew after she shot it.
That was kind of weird on that one. Stewart goes out of bounds. She'll bring it in, gets it into Bartley. And Bartley, her pass is tipped, stolen. And they'll go across there to Gerhardt. Tips that pass, and it's knocked out of bounds off of Pike Central to Pikeville. And again, havoc called by the hustle of Olivia Gerhardt.
Yes, she's been all over the floor, defensively and offensively. And, you know, we're halfway through the third quarter, and it's 3-2, and it's a little sloppy play both ways.
There's Rowe, beautiful fake, ball fake, and Pike Central took the bait. She goes right in for the layup.
Yeah, that was a dandy move.
And that's a 7th grader.
Wow. Yeah, girls basketball in the 15th
And
region
here's the
looking
tip
good.
by Rowe, and picked up by Tackett. Gives it back to Rowe, behind the back dribble, win to the front court. Gets it over to Tackett. Now Tackett brings it back out to the jump circle. She's being guarded by Newsom. Rowe with it. 3:20 left here in the third quarter. It's 32-20. Pikeville with the 12-point lead. Rowe down the lane, kicks it over to Stewart. Stewart might have got away with the push off, but misses the shot, gets it back, and
she cleared her own space there. And then went and got her own rebound after she missed the shot.
And then a foul called on Pike Central's number 23 Newsom. That's going to be her 4th.
Wow.
That's a big blow. Losing her.
Yeah.
Officials kind of have a little rough quarter, I think, maybe.
Yes.
Here's Rowe, fakes the 3 out of the corner, now puts it on the floor, comes out, and she's pushed and fouled by Boyd. So the fouls is evening up quickly now. It's
that's
3
two
each.
quick ones. And
that's 3 fouls on Boyd. That's
big, too. She picked up the 2 quickly there in the first quarter,
She did. Play's getting a little raggedy here in this third quarter both ways. 3:06 left. It's 32-20 Pikeville, and here's Rowe with it. Working at the top of the circle, goes out on the baseline, Tackett, and pass was tipped. She's able to dig it out, and then she turns around, throws it up, no good. Knocked out of bounds Pike Central. Not a good shot on Tackett's part.
No, that was, I think she was looking for a foul.
So Pikeville will have it baseline. Here it comes into Bartley, back to Tackett. Tackett fires up a 3, count it.
Yeah, you could tell that one when she let that one go.
And here's Rowe with the steal on the inbounds pass. Gets it into Gerhardt. It's knocked loose. And we're going to have a tie-up, and it'll go to Pike Central. Trinity Rowe and Olivia Gerhardt right now is causing Pike Central all kinds of trouble. We've got a timeout. And let's see, it is going to be a full timeout. 2:40 left, third quarter, 15-point lead Pikeville. This is WPRG TV Sports.
What happens when you combine the region's best network with a plan that requires no money down on the phone you choose, but also allows you to upgrade to the latest and greatest phone quicker? You get the Appalachian Advantage. Get any device for $0 down and upgrade your smartphone once half your device payments are made. With a qualifying trade-in, choose a device payment plan, 6, 12, 18, 24, or 36 months. We'll leave that decision to you. Just another way Appalachian Wireless proves better service and bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless. Phone payment plan required. See store for details. Advantage requires no money down. Taxes due at time of sale.
It begins with a click. And no matter where you are, you have countless choices at your fingertips. On the road, on your break, even in your own backyard. A world of entertainment is just a click away. Simply go to imctv.com/watchtve to get started. Intermountain Cable, connecting you to everything that matters.
Welcome back to the Expo. We got 2:40 to go in the third quarter. Pikeville extends their lead out to 15. And Pikeville turned up the defensive intensity just as Pike Central did in the second quarter. And to start the third quarter, Pikeville has answered with their own defense.
They have. They've forced some turnovers, got some buckets off the turnovers, and worked it inside some also. Had the three-point shot, but Tackett, a three-point shot, I mean, you can have all kinds of momentum and you get a three-point shot knocked down against you and it just seems to take it away from you, doesn't it?
Yes.
And here it comes inside to Bartley, up, no good. Rebound Brittaker into the front court, or excuse me, before she got in the front court, she got it over to Mullins. Mullins will take it to the bucket and then throws it away.
Yeah, got too deep.
Roll with it. Brings it into front court for Pikeville, and still on the bounce now at the top of the circle. Goes down the right side to Tackett. Over to Bartley, top of the circle, back to Rowe. Pikeville being very patient this trip down. We've not seen that very often here tonight.
No.
Here's Gearhart with it. Stewart at the free throw line, goes inside to Bartley and got too far under the bucket, and her shot was hit the bottom of the backboard. Pike Central with it in the front court. And there's Nice. Three, no good. Brittaker with the rebound. No, we're going to say a jump ball. It'll go to Pike Central. And Cole Williamson comes to the lineup as Leslie Stewart will get a rest. Well-deserved rest, I might say.
Absolutely. She played. If we were at Rupp Arena, she'd be getting a standing ovation about now. She's played great defense.
She has. Not done a lot of scoring, but done everything else.
Yeah, she has.
And we've got a push on Pikeville. Let's see who that. Gearhart, I think. Yes, Olivia Gearhart. Kirsten Cole Williams.
Yeah.
That's her second. 4 team fouls. As ball comes into the corner, over to Boyd. Back to Nice. And now she'll give it up. That's Mullins with it. Brings to the right side. Nice comes across the baseline, takes it in the right corner, brings it back out on top. Running the weave, that's Birchfield back into the ball game. Birchfield takes it to the left side, works down the side, still on the move. Rowe reaches in, and Birchfield just, I don't know, just like a shot put. Didn't look like a shot, Harley, and here's straight to the bucket. Tackett, her shot up, no good. Knocked out of bounds. Pike Central had 4 players under the bucket, couldn't control the rebound.
Yeah, and credit Tackett there. It seemed like she was going to stick her hand on it there real quick because they knocked it right back at her, but she just let it go out. They had, like you said, 4 people and didn't come up with the rebound.
And here's Kirsten Cole Williamson inside, and she's fouled. Nice inbounds pass that time as Cole Williamson come to the left side and reversed to the right side, picked up the foul.
Yeah, that's a good setup right there.
And that is Bailey Birchfield with the foul. That's her second. 35-20. Pikeville with the lead. We've got 1:08 left third quarter. And Cole Williamson comes up short on the rebound. Only scored 1 point tonight for Cole Williamson.
Yeah, one for 2 from the free throw line, so now she's 1 for 3 from the free throw line.
She come in as their leading scorer, averaging 12 points a game.
Wow, yeah.
And this one is up and good. 36-20, Pikeville with the 16-point lead. Their largest has been 19. Pike Central has had it down to 10 a couple times, couldn't get it no lower. Birchfield with it. Working the knees, comes across the Boyd. And here in the lane, shot up no good. Was Mullins. Rebound Stewart, then it's stolen. Brenneker's shot no good. And Gearhart rescues it on the base, on the sideline. Hesitation dribble. And now she'll get it out to tack it. Inside it goes. Cole Williamson, shot up no good. She's fouled again.
Good pass.
I don't know if she needed to put that dribble down.
No, that's one of the hardest things to teach kids is you don't need that dribble. Just go ahead and go straight up with it.
And that foul is against Haley Boyd, and that's her fourth.
Yeah, it's mounting big time now.
Newsom and Boyd both now with 4 fouls for Pike Central, and we're in the third quarter as Cole Williamson knocks the free throw down, and Newsom will come in with 4.
Yeah, good answer by Pikeville. You know, Pike Central cut it to 10 there, and now they've stretched it back out to 17.
Cole Williams' second free throw up and good. And Cole Williamson now with
defense.
3 points, and then Gearhart with a great steal.
Yeah.
Rowe done the same thing earlier. You know, they just lay back, and then Pike Central not expecting the pressure and end up having it taken away.
Yeah, Gearhart, you better not fall asleep with her.
And here she gets it out to Trinity Rowe. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Working for the last shot. Here's Rowe with it. We're down to 6 seconds. 5. Here's Tackett. And she stops down the lane. And going to be a foul called with 7/10 of a second.
Ooh.
And that's going to be against Mullins. That's her third. But not a bad foul, actually, because that's only 16 fouls. So 7/10 left. It's
probably not going to get a good shot here.
Quick catch and shoot. And Stewart almost had it in. Comes out. So at the end of 3, it's 38-20 Pikeville over Pike Central. We'll send it back to station. We'll be back for fourth quarter action. This is WXKZ 105.3.
Hey, it's Craig Denver Furniture tax refund sale going on right now.
Get this 3-piece only $94 a month, plus up to a 50-inch TV for free. It's the tax refund sale at Craig Denver Furniture in downtown Pikeville.
Charlotte's Tax Service offers electronic filing, refunds paid on debit cards, or checks printed in the office. No cost up front for tax preparation. At Charlotte's Tax Service in Martin, your income tax preparation is provided by experienced, competent preparers who are registered with the U.S. Internal Revenue Service. Our office is open year-round to assist you with your tax and accounting needs. Call Charlotte's Tax Service at 606-285-9906 today. Charlotte's Tax Service and Accounting, Martin, Kentucky.
Hey, it's Craig Denver Furniture tax refund sale going on right now.
Buy this all-power 3-piece catnapper for only $94 a month, plus up to a 50-inch TV for free. It's the tax refund sale at Craig Denver Furniture in downtown Pike.
Welcome back to the Expo. We're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Pikeville holds an 18-point lead, 38-20 over Pike Central. Pike Central did a good job to cut it back to 10 and couldn't get into single digits, and Pikeville stretches the lead back out to 18, their largest lead being 19, so they're right back to where they were almost in the first quarter.
They was, and the winner of this one will get Floyd Central Monday night in the second semifinal game, and that ought to be, that could be, you know, that could be the championship game.
Yeah, I think you'll be hard-pressed to handle either one of those because they're going to be battle-tested after Monday, both teams.
Exactly. Here's Stewart, gets it in, and Rowe can't control it. And she gets a hand in, knocks the ball loose, knocks it in again loose, and it's going to be a jump ball to go back to Pikeville.
Good defense by Rowe.
Mullins just, she took Rowe in the bucket, and then Rowe just kept knocking away. Wasn't they going to give it?
Well,
that was Pikeville got it on the opening.
Right, yeah.
So
they got the
and here's Brenneker, 10 foot in the lane, up and good. 28-20 or 38-22. And here's a pass over Stewart's head. Picked up by Boyd. Gives it over to Mullins. 3, count it. And a 5-0 run, Pike Central. They've got it down to 13.
That is a monster start for Pike Central.
And here on the other end, Tackett breaks free.
Wow.
And knocked loose by Haley Boyd, but she stepped on the baseline before she could control it, or that would have been another turnover.
Yes, that's, you know, Pikeville started the half with the ball, and Pike Central immediately goes on a 5-0 run in 30 seconds. So Pikeville's going to have to take care of this lead here if they want to come out of here.
And they'll get it into Bartley over to Gearhart. Gearhart comes to the row, top of the circle. She comes Stewart at the free throw line. Now gives it back to Gearhart. Gives it to Tackett. Tackett behind the back. And now she's double teamed in the corner, calls a timeout. And that's one thing, see, it's going to be a 30-second timeout. That's one thing you got to do on that pressure defense. You can't hold the ball, you got to move it.
Yeah.
And I'd like to let everyone know that tonight's game brought to you by Overhead Door of Eastern Kentucky, Howard Family Pharmacy, Craig Dameron Furniture, Intermountain Cable, Citizens Drug, Charlotte's Tax Service, Appalachian Wireless, Attorney John Earl Hunt, Total Pharmacy Care, Microtech Internet and Security, Community Trust Bank, Man Toyota, and Pike. And good defense that time forced Pikeville to use a timeout as Pike Central's come out and
they're ready to go.
5-0 run, and we're just 58 seconds into this fourth quarter.
Yeah, they're really getting after it right now.
Well, it's do or die.
Yes, it is. I'm looking at the stat sheet there. Bartley has only attempted 3 shots since the first quarter. She had 10 points at the end of the first, and she's only got 12 now. So
well, and the Gearhart also, she had that big quarter, and here to go inside to Stewart, she just they're going to call her for the charge.
That was good position on her part, and that was pretty deep.
And that's going to be Stewart's. That's only her first foul.
Wow, she's played great defense to only have 1 foul.
Yes. So Pike Central with a chance to cut into the 13-point lead into the front court. Here's Boyd with it. Down in the corner, shot up. No good. A 3-point shot. That was Mullins. And rebound lost out of bounds by Pikeville. It'll stay with Pike Central.
They get 1 or 2 of those to fall, and, there's a lot of time left in this game.
Completely different ball game.
Yes.
Birchfield steps out of bounds. And she'll bring it in. That's Newsom with it. Here's Brenniker going to try a 3, and it's no good. Rebound, Newsom up and in as Pikeville didn't have anybody under the bucket.
No.
And Pike Central has opened up on a 7-0 run and got the lead down to 11.
Yeah.
38-27. Tackett with it. Over to the Rowe. Rowe works down the right side to Gearhart. Gearhart, she's fouled. And that's going to go against Birchfield, and that's her third.
And that's the bonus, too.
And that will be the bonus. You're right. Coach Derek Newsom didn't like that call, but I thought that was kind of easy myself.
Yeah, I mean, she went,
of course,
she got the hip check.
You know yourself, you know that it might be a foul, but you work it, try to get the next one.
Yeah, that's right. He's working on the next one because every little foul right now is big. And, if they can muster up another 3-pointer turnover.
And nice touch at the line for Gearhart. Dances around, falls through. And Justin, right now, they are 14 for 19 from the foul line.
Wow.
Pike Central has shot 2 free throws.
Wow. And that was, I think, in the first quarter. Or, no, not the first quarter, second quarter.
And
2 big free throws.
Gearhart makes them both.
Yeah. That's her first points, too, since the first quarter.
In the second half, you're right. Here's Birchfield on the drive. And she'll give it off to Newsom. Mullins. Down in the corner it goes. Back to Mullins. 3 in the air. Count it. And timeout Pike Central as it's down to 10 again.
Wow, yeah, quickly.
And we're going to have a 30-second timeout. The last time they had it at 10, it was 30-20.
Yes, yeah.
Now they got it at 10, it's 40-30.
Yeah, they've, and, they Pikeville stretched it back out to 18.
They did.
And, they've come out firing on all cylinders here in the fourth quarter and really going to put the pressure back on Pikeville, minus the 2 free throws by Gearhart here. They're kind of struggling to get the ball in the hole.
Well, Pike Central, Justin, had 3 points in the third quarter.
Wow.
We've played a little under 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. They've already put 10 up.
Yes, yeah. And, that third quarter, well, looking at it, they scored 5 in the first and 3 in the third. And, you take away, knock down a couple shots in those 2 quarters, and this is a completely different ballgame.
Yes, it is. Pikeville will have to bring it to the length of the floor. All 10 players in the backcourt as Pike Central picks up there on the 1-2-2. Well, it's actually a man-to-man, and they get it into Rowe. And she throws it back to Tackett, back to Rowe. And she get it over to Tackett. In the front court it now comes. Here's Cole Williamson down the lane. Shot up, no good. She's fouled. And that's going to be on Birchfield, and that's going to be her 4th. So now the top 3 scorers for Pike Central, Birchfield, Newsom, and Mullins, all with 4 fouls.
Yeah, that's tough.
And we've got 5:50 left. Cole Williamson will shoot free throws, comes up short. That's 18 fouls, but this is the 2-shot foul. She'll have one more. And this one's up, and it's good. 41-30, Pikeville with the 11-point lead. We've got 5:45 left in the ballgame. Birchfield step back 3, count it.
Wow.
And it's into single digits, down to 8, Justin.
That's the closest they've been since the first quarter.
And here it comes into Rowe, and back to Tackett. And she loses the ball. It's going to be a held ball, and it's going to be to Pikeville's basketball. She said she was calling a timeout, but when you're triple teamed and somebody calls the ball, it's hard to see that.
Yes, it is. Because she had 3 all around her.
And here's Tackett. Gets it in to Rowe. She's triple teamed and fouled, pushed out of bounds, and somebody might be leaving on this one.
Yes, I think you're right.
I think they're going to get Brenniker. And that's her 2nd.
That's the luckiest call you could have got right there.
They've got 5 players in on the floor right now for Pike Central. 3 of them with 4, 1 with 3, and Brenniker had 1 and got the foul.
Yeah. Good thing they called it on her.
And Trinity Rowe will be at the line. This is the 1-and-1, so
this is huge.
Big free throws as Pike Central was cut the 18-point lead down to 8. And we're talking about an 18-point lead at the end of the third quarter, and that one dances around, falls through.
So in 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes, they've cut 10 points off the lead.
Yeah.
Rowe will have one more. And makes this one also. It's 43-33, and that's 9 team fouls, so the rest of them will be 2-shot fouls for Pikeville. Here's Birchfield. And going to call the foul.
Yeah, they're tightening it up a little bit here.
And that foul's going to go against Rowe. That's only 6 team fouls for Pikeville. So it'll be basketball out of bounds under the bucket. Pike Central. And they throw it in, and Newsom lets it go through her hands, out of bounds, unforced turnover.
Yeah, that's a tough one. The only good thing about that one is it lets them get back in their defense.
And it's also a tough place to bring it in on the sideline.
Yeah.
And walk right on the road. Turnover goes back to Pike Central.
Gives it right back to her.
And they'll go to the baseline and throw this one in as Stewart comes back in. Rowe will take a seat. Birchfield steps out of bounds for Pike Central. She's looking, and she'll bring it out to Boyd. And Boyd, I thought she might fire the 3, but Mullins fires it at air ball out of bounds. So Pikeville will have it. Stewart steps out of bounds to throw it in.
Picking up full court.
See if Pikeville get a run out here. Stewart looking to bring it in, gets it in to Bartley. That was close on the sideline, back to Bartley. Now they throw it up to Kirsten Cole-Williams, and here's Tackett. Now she'll hold it up, get it back out to Gerhardt.
Good decision.
Gerhardt puts it on the floor. Yeah, they need to get settled down and get a look at the bucket. They've had the 2 free throws, I think, is all they've had here, or the 3 free throws, and they throw it away.
Yeah, they're still a little shaken here.
They are. 43-33, 4:49 left here in the ball game. Winner will get Floyd Central Monday night. Pike Central into the front court. Here's Birchfield with it. Still dribbling, gets it over to Mullins. 3 up, no good. Bartley with the rebound, splits a double team, and Pikeville calls a timeout. And it will be a 30-second timeout, and don't know if Coach looked down or not, but Cole Williamson was wide open down in the lane if Tackett could have got it.
I think she thought she was going to turn it over down here, and she was trying to get one, but I think, another second, that'd have been an easy 2-point.
Yes.
Because there wasn't anybody past half court.
No, it was 2-on-1, and the only player was out on Tackett who had the basketball. And that's going to leave Pikeville with 2 timeouts and Pike Central with 2.
Yeah, like you said, too, they're in a trap down here, but they really don't want to foul because the 2 people that are trapping 4 fouls. You know what I mean? So they're going to it's going to be tough to finish this game 4 minutes, 30 seconds without a couple of those fouling out.
Right. And another thing, too, when Pikeville's got the ball, they've got all of their players in the backcourt, and they've got setting up at the free throw line. I never did coach a basketball game and seen a lot of it, but wouldn't it be better served to spread, scatter them out a little more to spread the floor, and it gives you more passing lanes, and they can't get that triple team on you then, right?
When we done it, the only time we brought them all up was if we were going long.
Right.
J.R. Taggett, I wanted to get J.R. by himself.
Right.
I don't want anybody else up there.
And it comes in to Tackett, and
there you go.
You've got Mullins that reaches in, ties her up. Tackett not very strong with the basketball, and Pike Central will have it again, trailing by 10.
And they've had some opportunities, too. They've missed a couple shots here.
Yes, they have. And here it comes in. Boyd and Stewart blocks the 3-point shot. Big defensive game. And here, free throw line jumper, no good. And this time Tackett gets it. Throws it out to Bartley, over to Cole Williamson, goes in. Hesitation, puts it up and in.
That's a big one.
And 12-point lead now, 45 here on the other end. 3 comes off the front of the rim, no good. Boyd runs it down. She'll take it back. Got Tackett on it, drives it to the lane, kicks it out to Newsom. Inside to go to Brenniker, back to Newsom. 3, no good. Gets her own rebound.
Good hustle.
Gets it over to Mullins. Back to Newsom, wide open. 3, count it. And timeout, Pike Central. And that'll be a full, so 3:46 left. Pikeville by 9, 45-36. We'll be right back. This is WPRG TV Sports.
Let me introduce you to a pharmacy that doesn't need an introduction. See, Total Pharmacy Care might be new to you, but we've been in Eastern Kentucky since 1995. Filling prescriptions is all we do, so we get to know you and we answer your questions. Plus, you're in and out quick. And Total Pharmacy Care is locally owned and operated. So if Total Pharmacy Care is new to you, bring your prescriptions to one of our locations and meet an old friend. Total Pharmacy Care. It's not just a name, it's a promise.
Business Internet just reached the tipping point. Tip your hat to the information age. Get a gig for business and upload robust files, complex videos, and compound reports at the same time, in real time, while saving time. For DISA and data, get a gig. Got it? Now get going.
Get up to 1 gig business cable internet from IMC. Bundle with business telephone and save even more. Call us today.
Welcome back to the Expo. We got 3:46 to go. Pikeville holding on to a 45-36 lead. And, if you're Pikeville, you got to handle this ball here and finish up this last 3:45, knock down some free throws, and maybe you get out of here. And, Pike Central is hitting the threes and bringing the pressure.
And County Joe Tackett will step out of bounds. And she can run the baseline. And Stewart steps out of bounds and gets it back in to Tackett. Wasn't that good a throw. Here's Bartley with the 3, no good. Cole Williamson with the rebound, no good. Gets it again, puts it up, and 1.
Big time.
And their leading scorer is come alive here in the 4th quarter. She had 1 point, if I'm not mistaken, coming into the 4th quarter, right?
Yes. Yeah, 1 point.
And now she's got 9 and make it 10. She's got 9 points here in the 4th quarter.
And that's what you need.
It's back to 12, 48-36. Cross court it comes. That's Denise with it. Back over to Birchfield. 3 in the air. No good. Rebound run down the corner by Gearhart. She puts it on the floor, and she's fouled. And that's going to be all for Newsom.
Yep, that's it for her.
Newsom will go out of the ball game with 5 points. Coach Newsom not happy with the call, and the official done the smart thing. He just said that's 5 on her, walks away.
Just walk away.
Because 3:20 left in this game, 12-point lead. It's anybody's game still yet.
Absolutely, and the defense that Pike Central's played and the turnovers they're getting, I mean, that's definitely don't want to decide the game with a technical foul and stretch it out.
And that was 10 team fouls, so it will be the double bonus for Olivia Gearhart. She steps to the line and knocks this one down, puts her in double figures for the night at 10. She'll have one more. And this one's also good. No rotation on the basketball. She shoots a floater, but she's deadly with it.
Yes, yeah. And that's what's going to win this game if your Pike Bulls finish out strong on the free throw line.
And here's Boyd, and she's going to be fouled on the drive. And that's going to go against Gearhart. That's her second. So Haley Boyd will go to the line to shoot to 1-and-1. And that's what you don't want for Pikeville is stop the clock with a foul and let them score with his clock stop.
Yeah, and get their defense set.
Boyd's free throw up and good.
Yep.
Haley Boyd now with 6 points.
Yeah, a lot of time left if you can turn Pikeville over.
Well, they can shoot the three-point shot. Of course, Newsom was one of their best three-point shooters that fouled out as Boyd knocks them both down, hits 50-38, 12-point lead. Gearhart brings it in the front court, back tipped away from her, and another steal.
Good hands.
Mullins with it. Gets it over to Birchfield. Boyd back to Birchfield. Still got good three good three-point shooters out there. And Walk has a little indecision on Haley Boyd and shuffled her feet. Turns it over. And Pikeville will have it. It'll be side out as we get Trinity Rowe back in for Pikeville, and Cole Williamson will get a rest. Stewart looks to bring it in, brings it in to Tackett. Tackett gets it to Gearhart. And Gearhart brings it in the front court, holds it up now, still on the move. Down the right side, looking, under the bucket. Back out to Bartley. And now it'll come to Tackett. Back to Bartley. Rowe. Pikeville just working it around now, trying to take some time off the clock as they have the 12-point lead, and if they get fouled, they'll go to the line to shoot 2. Here's Stewart out with it, and they foul her. That's Brenniker. That's going to be Brenniker's third.
She's the only person on the floor that can go for a foul.
Right.
Now she's got 3, though, so.
Well, they've had 1 to foul out, and they've still got 3 on the floor with 4 fouls.
Yes.
Stewart will be at the line to shoot 2. It's 50-38, 2:26 left in the ballgame. Stewart's free throw's good. And like you said, Justin, Pikeville can seal it right here at the free throw line.
Yeah, if they don't turn the ball over and knock down some free throws, they'll come out of here for the semifinals on Monday.
And Stewart knocks them both down at 52-38.
2 big free throws.
Yes, they were. And here's Gearhart, tips it away, but it goes right to Boyd. Mullins with it. Gets it over to Birchfield, back to Mullins. 3 up, and good. Cassidy Mullins with 3, and Coach Derek Newsom burns his last timeout. It'll be a full timeout, so 2:12 left in the game. 11-point lead for Pikeville. This is WPRG TV Sports.
Here's Tim Wells, General Manager, Man Toyota. Tim, once again, we're in a new year. You got some new cars and some new incentives.
We sure do, Randy. Toyota's starting the year out strong. They have great rebates on all their vehicles and great rates on the Tundra, the Sienna, the Corolla, the Yaris, 0%. Even on the RAV4, 0% interest.
Man, what a deal.
You're gonna drive away saying, man, what a deal.
Man Toyota, US 23, Prestonsburg.
It's taking over. There's no escape. You better get moving, ready or not. It's about to go down. Here it comes now. Get ready. Get ready. Moving, ready or not. Get ready.
Welcome back to the Expo. We got 2:12 left in the fourth quarter. Pikeville 52, Pike Central 41. And Coach Newsom calls timeout, and he is coming out with some players that he can use some fouls, so we can see the strategy that he's going with.
Yes, number 13 comes in the lineup. That's Shelby Thacker. Also got number 3 in the lineup, Hannah May. And number 32, that is Lakota Johnson. So what's going to happen, if he don't get the steal, he's going to immediately foul.
Yes, absolutely.
He's going to extend the game as long as he can.
Yeah, he's going offense, defense. I'm sure he's picked out a couple players that he's wanting to foul. And
here's Rowe into the front court, and finally they foul.
Yeah, thought they were going to let it go.
And who they're going to call it on? 32. 32?
Yes.
Lakota Johnson. And he's got his 3 starters right back at the scores table. It's 2 shots. And Rowe misses the first.
Good strategy thus far.
So far.
You know, this worries you're extending the game, but you have to score points.
Yeah, you have to score.
Yeah.
And Pikeville has to knock him down to keep his, for him to, his strategy to fail,
Yes.
Rowe makes the second one, 53-41. Into the front court, Mullins. Crossed over to Birchfield. In the corner, wide open 3. Count it. Nice. And we've got an 9-point lead. And here is Rowe with it. And she's going to be fouled. The only problem with that is you can't get your starters out. And that's going to get Mullins, and that's going to be all for her.
Yeah. That's the problem with burning all your timeouts. It's hard to go offense, defense.
Right.
Because if you score, the clock doesn't stop. You know what I mean? You can't get your defensive subs in. So
yes.
That's 2 starters that have fouled out. And she had 14 points.
Yes, Cassidy Mullins, also a senior. And we've got, didn't see the number coming in. Rowe will be at the line shooting 2 free throws and makes the first one, took a trip, but stayed in. 54-44, back to a 10-point lead. 1:43 left here in the ballgame. Rowe will have one more and makes them both this time. 55-44. Long as you can make one out of the 2.
Yeah, just don't come up empty.
Yes, and then be able to hold Pike Central at bay as here's Nice. She loses it. Rowe picks it up into the front court, and then she's fouled by Brenniker.
No, they caught it clean.
And
they just caught it out of bounds. They didn't call the foul.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, they got one the same way the first time.
Yeah, that's true.
So they had to get the quota in on those in the second half. Number 42, that's Allison May in the lineup for Pike Central.
The only problem is both of them were against Pike.
Yes. And here's Tackett looking to throw it in, gets it in and try to get it in, and it's a steal. And Birchfield gives over knees, wide open, puts it up, no good, misses it. Stewart comes off the rebound. Gerhardt, 2-on-1.
Good pass.
Nice pass over to Bartley, up and one. And that might have put the nail in the coffin right there.
I think that did it. Yep, that was a great pass. As soon as they came over, gave it up. Left-handed layup and one. That'll probably do it. Coach Newsom can't stop the clock.
And that's going to be 5 on Birchfield. So
oh, yeah. That's
had 3 starters to foul out.
Yeah.
And we got number 13, Shelby Thacker, back in for Pike Central. Thacker, a senior, so she's going to get some playing time. Be her last game.
Finish her career out.
as Bartley makes the free throw. 58-44, Pikeville is going to move on to the semifinals, and they'll have Floyd Central, as here's a three shot up, no good for Brenniker. Rebound put back up by Nice, no good. Rebound put back up and in, and that is Allison May with the bucket. We're under a minute, 58-46. Pikeville with the 12-point lead. Rowe with it in the front court, gives the Tackett back to Rowe. Rowe just dribbling, and now they foul her. And let's see who they give that to. Brenniker, I think. That's going to be her fourth. No, they're going to give it to 13 Thacker, her first. Trinity Rowe will be at the line for Pikeville. She's got 7 points tonight, and maybe all those coming from the foul line.
Yeah, she's done a good job here. You know, she missed that one there in the first when they first started fouling her with about 2 minutes ago, but she's knocked down. I think that's 5 in a row now.
59-46, 13-point lead Pikeville. Rowe makes them both as she's made 5 straight. She missed that first one, made 5 straight since then at 60-46.
Yeah, she's calmed down now.
35 seconds, all that's left. Here's Boyd driving, and he's going to kick it over in the corner. Nice, three-pointer out of the corner, no good. Rebound Brenniker, and she's fouled by Tackett unnecessarily.
Yes. Yeah, if you're Pikeville, you give up 2. They can't stop the clock. You just kind of burn 5 or 6 seconds picking the ball up off the floor and just let that thing run out.
26 seconds left as Brenniker makes the free throw. That's her 7th point of the night. She'll have one more. And this one's up and also, nope, comes out. Shoots long, and Bartley with the rebound. She comes out on the dribble, gives the Tackett in the front court, and it's going to be a foul on Pike Central. That's going to be Thacker with the foul. So Tackett will go to the free throw line. Tackett with 13 here tonight.
Yeah, she's not scored in the fourth quarter.
If she makes both of these, she'll tie Bartley with the scoring lead at 15, and she misses the first.
Yeah, Bartley only 3 points. That 3-point play.
Exactly.
In the second half.
20 seconds, all it's left. It's 60-47, Pikeville. Kelsey Joe Tackett makes the second one 61-47. Pike Central, Nice out of the corner, 3. Rims, rose out and put back up and in. And that's May again. Allison May. Pikeville with it. Here's Rowe. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here's going to be a 3 at the buzzer. No good. And the Lady Panthers comes away with the win, 61-49. We'll send it back to the station. Be back for some final stats and comments. This is WPRG TV Sports.
What happens when you combine the region's best network with a plan that requires no money down on the phone you choose, but also allows you to upgrade to the latest and greatest phone quicker? You get the Appalachian Advantage. Get any device for $0 down and upgrade your smartphone once half your device payments are made. With a qualifying trade-in, choose a device payment plan, 6, 12, 18, 24, or 36 months. We'll leave that decision to you. Just another way Appalachian Wireless proves better service and bigger savings. That's today's Appalachian Wireless. Phone payment plan required. See store for details. Advantage requires no money down. Taxes due at time of sale.
Let me introduce you to a pharmacy that doesn't need an introduction. See, Total Pharmacy Care might be new to you, but we've been in Eastern Kentucky since 1995. Filling prescriptions is all we do, so we get to know you and we answer your questions. Plus, you're in and out quick. And Total Pharmacy Care is locally owned and operated. So if Total Pharmacy Care is new to you, bring your prescriptions to one of our locations and meet an old friend. Total Pharmacy Care. It's not just a name, it's a promise.
Business Internet just reached the tipping point. Tip your hat to the information age. Get a gig for business and upload robust files, complex videos, and compound reports at the same time, in real time, while saving time. For DISA and data, get a gig. Got it? Now get going. Get up to 1 gig business cable internet from IMC. Bundle with business telephone and save even more. Call us today.
It begins with a click. And no matter where you are, you have countless choices at your fingertips. On the road, on your break, even in your own backyard. A world of entertainment is just a click away. Simply go to imctv.com/watchtve to get started. Intermountain Cable, connecting you to everything that matters.
You're on the move every day. You're mobile, and so is Community Trust Bank. Now, you've got one-touch access to your accounts. No need to remember or update passwords. Make a deposit with a click, not a pen. No deposit slip and no line. And get that morning cup of joe without the hassle, without the wait. Community Trust Bank is dedicated to making your banking experience secure, fast, and easy. Don't wait. Go mobile with Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust.
Here's Tim Wells, General Manager, Man Toyota. Tim, once again, we're in a new year. You got some new cars and some new incentives.
We sure do, Randy. Toyota's starting the year out strong. They have great rebates on all their vehicles and great rates on the Tundra, the Sienna, the Corolla, the Yaris, 0%. Even on the RAV4, 0% interest.
Man, what a deal.
You're gonna drive away saying, man, what a deal.
Man Toyota, US 23, Prestonsburg.
Welcome back to the Expo Center. 61-49 final. Tonight's second game between Pikeville and Pike Central, and Pikeville will move on Monday night for the second semifinal game, and they'll have Floyd Central. And Justin, let's go over some stats here for this game here.
Pike Central, going down the line here, you got Bailey Burchett with 9 points, Haley Boyd with 7, Kelsey Brenniger with 7, Alexis Newsom with 5, Cassidy Mullins with 14, Chloe Neese with 3, and Allison May with 4. Finished the game with 20 turnovers, 12 assists, 3 blocks, and 10 steals, and 33 total rebounds. And for Pikeville, real balanced scoring, you got Grace Bartley with 15, Kelsey Jo Tackett with 14, Leslie Stewart with 2 points, but that doesn't tell the game that she played at all.
Well, I tell you, what time you mentioned, she was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. She had 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 blocks, and 4 steals.
Yeah, I mean, she played, and excellent defense, not counting the times that she changed shots, and she made her presence felt for sure. Olivia Gearhart with 11 points, Kirsten Cole-Williamson with 10 points, and Trinity Rowe with 9 points. So that was real well-balanced scoring. You've got four players in double digits and 1 with 9, and the one person that only had 2 points had the unbelievable, filled every other stat other than the point column. So, they ended up with 47 total rebounds, and they had 8 blocks and 14 steals. That's a pretty solid game.
And both teams turned it up in the fourth quarter as far as scoring. I was looking here. Pike Central had 29 points in the fourth quarter. They had 20 between through the first 3 quarters.
Yes, yeah, that was. Tell the game really for them.
It sure was. So that's going to wrap it up here for us tonight. 61-49, Pikeville over Pike Central, and as we said, they will move on to the semifinal game Monday night against Floyd Central. So for Alex back at the station, Wayne Fugate on camera, and my partner Justin Holbrook, this is Larry Cecil saying so long and good night. This is WPRG TV Sports.